Okay, so let's get real for a second. You have these huge, world-changing dreams, right? But somehow you end up stuck, scrolling, procrastinating, and you have no idea why. Well, we're about to talk about the hidden energy rule that's holding you hostage. You know exactly what you need to do. That paper isn't going to write itself. That workout isn't going to lift itself. It's all right there, sitting in your mind, and you are 100% aware of it. And we're not talking about small stuff here. You have massive goals. You're thinking about that degree, that dream job, that future where you're finally calling the shots and living the life you've imagined. The stakes are high. But let's be honest, the day is almost over and you've done basically nothing. You told yourself you'd start after lunch. Then you said, okay, after this one video. And poof, the day just vanished. Sound familiar? So what's the deal? Are you just lazy? No, absolutely not. This isn't a character flaw, it's a design flaw. The problem isn't you, it's your brain. And to put it bluntly, your brain is a total coward. That's right. Your brain's main job, its prime directive, is to keep you safe. And safe means avoiding anything that feels hard, uncomfortable, or uncertain. The moment you think about doing something difficult, your brain yanks the emergency brake. But here's the cool part. It can be outsmarted. So, how do we start outsmarting it? First things first, we've got to get control of its power supply. That's your circadian rhythm. Think of it like your body's internal 24-hour clock. If that clock is all messed up, you're basically navigating life in a dense fog. You can't focus if your body doesn't even know what time it is. Okay, once your internal clock is set, we need to talk about fuel. You wouldn't put soda in a sports car's gas tank, would you? So why are you trying to run your supercomputer brain on junk food? And look, the fix is actually pretty simple. All that sugary junk you crave when you're feeling down, it's literally making your brain slower. So just ditch it. Start boosting your brain with stuff that actually helps, like walnuts, berries, and get this, dark chocolate. They actually increase blood flow and help you focus. All right, so your body's timed right, it's fueled up, but you're still just sitting there, frozen. You're waiting for that magical feeling of motivation to strike. Newsflash, it's not coming. You have to launch yourself. And here's the secret launch code. 5. You have an impulse to act. A tiny flicker of, I should do the thing. 4. Your brain is already loading up excuses to shut it down. 3. This is your chance to interrupt the pattern of hesitation. 2. You have to move before that excuse fully forms in your mind. 1. You're in charge now, not your feelings. Move. I mean it. Physically move your body. Get up, put your shoes on, open the laptop. The countdown is a trick to force action before your brain's analysis paralysis can kick in and sabotage you. So you started. That's awesome. Seriously. That's the hardest part. But what about keeping the momentum going? What about that little voice that tells you to quit after 2 minutes? Well, it turns out you need a different trick for your good days and your bad days. On a good day, when you're feeling okay, use something called the Zeigarnik effect. It's a weird quirk where your brain absolutely hates an unfinished task. It's like an itch it has to scratch. So just work for 2 minutes. Your brain will get hooked and start nagging you to go back and finish. But on a bad day, don't try to be a hero. Use the minimum effort system. Just commit to 15 minutes. That's it. 1% progress is infinitely better than 0%. Okay, now we need to fix the software running in your head. This phrase, I'll start tomorrow, it's toxic. It's not just words. Every time you say it, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who gives up. It's time for an upgrade. We're going to call this an identity upgrade. See, your brain is powerful, but it's also kind of slow and gullible. If you tell it a new story about who you are over and over, it will eventually believe it's true. Start telling yourself, I'm the kind of beast who shows up no matter what. Yeah, it feels like a lie at first. Your brain doesn't care. It just listens to what you repeat. All right, we've got one final hack for you. And the craziest part about this one is that it's completely passive. It works while you're literally unconscious. So how is that even possible? How can you actually get smarter and lock in your progress while you're sleeping? Simple. Sleep isn't your brain's off switch. It's the save button. While you're sleeping, your brain is working hard, organizing and filing away everything you learned that day. In fact, research from Nature Neuroscience showed that studying right before you fall asleep dramatically improves how much you remember. You're basically letting your subconscious mind do the heavy lifting for you. So you see, you're not lazy. You're not a lost cause.
You were just trying to operate the world's most complex machine without the user manual. Well, now you have the tools. It's time to stop listening to your cowardly brain and start using the system.
So here's your mission right now. Tonight, I want you to pick that one thing you've been putting off, the big one. Then just count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically start. Work on it for just 2 minutes right before you go to sleep. You're hitting it with the launch code, hooking your brain with an unfinished task, and then hitting the save button. The only question left is, are you going to do it?
Please subscribe to Smart Laziness.